Okay, fine. I'll go to lab now because today we are going to start the lab. I'll change your lab in this one. Okay. So I'm going to ECC. So you are clear now, Anil, regarding client username
Yeah,
and all.
yeah.
Okay.
Client is like the server partition.
Yeah, server partitions. Okay. And again,
Information is like the
one more language here.
company
See,
name.
if you choose the language, other language here. So here you can see English language, right? So suppose if you choose
Mm-hmm.
German, so it will show the German language here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, as of now,
Okay.
so this is your user ID and
Mm-hmm.
password. Okay, so this is your easy access screen. Okay, so yesterday I show you this. One more thing, like I would like to show you here. See here, if you click, for example, if I go to, okay, see here, if I show here, click, if I click here, you can see which client you are in. 800 client, sorry, this is the description, client
Mm-hmm.
800. So user, for example, if you know in your company, if they created your name like Anil, you can see your name here.
Mm-hmm.
And for this screen is in this program name. Okay, and a transaction is session manager and response time, interpretation time, this details we can see. For example, simply I'll show you one transaction code, VA01 sales order. If I go here, and again if I if I want to see here, I can see the client, and this is the program name is different now, SAPM
Oh,
V4. This sales and
the
sales order,
transaction code.
yeah, this sales order is coming from this program name, and this is a transaction
Okay.
code VA01. Okay, if you want to see in which
Mm-hmm.
T code I am, you can see this. Okay, now we will
Mm-hmm.
start the first session of the first practical session. Okay, I'll go to SU01. Okay, I'll before that I'll just give you some brief about that. uh,
Mm-hmm.
See here, see SU01 is a T code. Okay, so this
Mm-hmm.
description of this T code is user maintenance, in the sense we are maintaining, or we are handling, we are managing, we are controlling user credential here. Okay, so from
Mm-hmm.
this T code, what are the functions we can do? From this T code, what are the functions we can do? For example, I'll show one transition code here. If I go to VS01,
Mm-hmm.
in this transition I can create only sales order. I can create only, I cannot change, I cannot display, okay, I cannot modify. I can VS01, I can create only sales order. If I want to change sales order, if I want to, just a moment, somebody join. Okay. If I want to see, if I want to change sales order, I can use /n VS02 T code, so that I can see only to change to sales order. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but and again, if I want to just to display my sales order, I can use, I'm using /n VA03. So VS01 for
Mm-hmm.
creation, VS02 for modification, and VS03 for
Mm-hmm.
display purpose. So see, there are three T codes I'm using for three function, right? So but it is, so in SU01, the T code which we are using, SU01 user
Mm-hmm.
maintenance, here what we can do from this T code, I can create new user account. In the same T code, I can modify the
Mm-hmm.
user account. I can display purpose, I can use, I mean only display purpose, I cannot change, I cannot modify. Then I can delete the user.
Mm-hmm.
I can copy, for example, see, copy in the sense I'll show you. For example, see, is Anil. Anil is already there. So Anil and Sunil address also same example. So if I copy Anil,
Mm-hmm.
the same thing will come in this. When I'm copy the Anil, when I'm creating the
Mm-hmm.
Sunil, I'm copying from the Anil, because Anil and Sunil is the same department, same address almost. So I can copy the
Mm-hmm.
user and I can create one more user. This is like a copy purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, now lock or unlock. See, actually we are not using this delete. Remember, in real time we are not using delete. Even the option is available here. but you will not delete. Why? Because do you know any reason why you are not deleting?
Okay, so why? Because the person doesn't have that access on delete. It's only like read only something.
Okay, for example, if I lock any user, he will not get access. Why should I delete? Why should not I delete? See, if I delete, it will delete from the database. Okay, so the company want to retain the data in the database. Okay, so that's the reason. For example, see, after 10 years, if somebody is coming to you and saying, okay, did you check Anil is working in your company or not? Suppose if you deleted the database, if you deleted the user, what happened? You cannot find Anil, right? You cannot find Anil credential, right? So in this case, the company never ever, they will delete. What they will do? We will follow termination. I'll show you that. Unlock or lock we are using. We'll just do the lock.
Okay.
He cannot access. For example, if I lock your profile, can you use that? No. The same way we are using this function. Then I can what happen? Like suppose if he's unable to access his password, or when he's accessing his user, he's unable to the password is in. He's getting message like the password is incorrect. Okay, sometimes he's using some 3 to 4 the wrong password. The password is locked. In this case, we are going to change the password and giving one dummy password to the user. So these are all functions. Creation of user modification is we are using only in SU01. Okay. So one more truth I will tell you. One more truth, very important. Remember this. So you are going to learn SU01. Okay. Remember, when you are working in your company, minimum to minimum, I'm not telling you, minimum every day. Okay, minimum every day, in the sense one day. Okay, one day how much you are using? In this T code you are using almost 30 to 40 times minimum. I'm just going through minimum. Okay, so 30 to 40 times, 30 to 40 times we are using SU01 daily basis. Okay, now assume how many days you are working in the company? Almost 22 days.
Yeah, more than 20,
Yeah,
20 days.
22 days into 30. How much? Just calculate. Okay, so you are seeing this, you are accessing this screen. Okay, now think about 12 months. How many times you are going to access this SU01? How many times? Okay, just calculate yourself. So what it means that you should be very thorough about this T code. Very thorough. You should know in and out. SU01. Whatever you see, if you are seeing SU01, I'll show you that in lab. Whatever you are seeing the tabs, whatever you are seeing the field and field value, you should remember each and everything. Okay? Because see, you are showing some experience, right, Anil? You are showing some experience. Even Syed also, you are showing some experience. So if you are showing experience, and if you don't know any, what is that? Any field or field list, they will catch you, right? So that's the reason you should know this T code. Okay, so now I'm showing you. I told you about /n SU01. It will replace this screen and it will provide you this screen. So here SU01 means user maintenance. Okay, what I can do, I can create user, I can modify user, I can display user, I can delete user. Okay, I can copy from one user to one user, I can lock and unlock. See here, this one I can show it like the lock and lock, both options available in the one feature. Here I can change the password. Okay, here I can change the password. Now I'll show you one by one features. First I'll create one user. Okay, for example. Okay, before that, before going to create a user, we need to follow some naming convention. Do you know naming convention, Anil?
Yeah.
Naming convention we need to follow.
A set of rules.
Yeah. Naming convention we need to follow. So again, it depend upon the company to company and project to project. For example, see, suppose my name is Muhammad Mustafa. This is my full name. Okay, this is my full name. Now what could be the username? See, it could be like MD Mustafa. As of now, my user ID is this one only. Okay, as of now. Now, Okay, again Mustafa M, this is one more naming convention. Or M Mustafa, this is one more naming convention. Sometime what they will put, they will also put some kind of a project. For example, like we have like BTT, but it is not happen. But exactly what they will do, some initially like Mustafa, then they will tell BTT, or example they will give like BTT, something like that, but it is not happen as of now. But this is the naming convention we follow always this naming convention we need to follow. So it will tell it your client will tell how you need to maintain the naming convention when you are creating the new user. Okay, so as of now what I will do, I'll create one user. You tell me any name, Anil, otherwise you tell me your full name.
Okay. Anil Babu.
Anil
Babu. ANILBABU.
Okay, Anil Babu, right? So what I will do, Anil B I'll put. Okay.
Maybe you can put Anil G.
Uh-huh.
G for my surname.
Okay.
Jillela G. Yeah.
Anil
That's
G, yeah.
perfect.
You can see Anil G or you can say G Anil. Just assume this is our naming convention. Okay. So
Okay.
what I will do, I can put the alias here. I can put the alias, but I will again when we go inside again we have this option. I'll go to create one user here. Okay. Now you can see here. You can see I've not yet saved your document. Okay. See you can see here it's not yet saved. Okay. The status. Now you can see there are different tabs are there. See, these different tabs contain different records, the records of the user. Okay, now you can see these are the field and these are the field values. Okay, this is the field, first name is the field, last name, first name is the field, this is the field value. Okay, so in this first one, address, see, whenever if asking anything, you should know in address what fields and fielders come. In address, in address tab, what are the fields and field values you should know every day, because every day you are seeing this screen in 30 to 40 times. Okay, so what I will do here, I'll create one like Dr. Mr. For example, Mr. I will create. Then last name, see here you can see one mark here, that is mandatory. Okay, mandatory. Here in address tab there is a mandatory field, you should compulsory maintain your last name. So what is the last name? G means
Jillela. GILLELA.
is it correct?
GILL, yeah, 100% back.
Okay, now this is your last name and this is your first name. So academic type, see for example, if you want to see whenever, see here, if I put here, you cannot see here one this kind of symbol, copy symbol. Okay, it means that here there is a no background, there is a no data, you need to enter the manually. Okay, but here if I put here, you can see here immediately you will get this kind of the copy kind of symbol. If you click on this, you can see some behind there is a data they maintain, like Mr., Mrs., PhD, MBA, professor, doctor, like that. Okay, so you can maintain here, or else you can press F4. If you press F4, you will get the same screen. Okay, so it means that whenever you are seeing this kind of symbol like copy symbol, it means that there is a background, there is a data to select. Okay, remember this. Now I'll just because your last name is a compulsory. If I not put this, it will not allow me to save. Okay, for example, see, I'll just delete this. I'll try to save now the data. I cannot. See here. Okay, you must specify the last name. Now I'll put your last name here. Now academic title, you can put any title here. Language, you can take any language like English and all. Function in the sense, for example, you are like IT consultant or SAP consultant. Okay, now department is department is IT, I'm sorry, department is your IT, and function is what? SAP consultant. Okay, now if you have room number, you can show the room number. Okay, if you have like floor, you can throw building code and everything, telephone, extension, mobile number, extension, fax number, email, everything you can put. Even how we can connect you, I mean how we can communicate you. There are various methods. Okay, so which one you prefer, email, fax, phone, or whatever. So that is the method of communication. Okay, these are the information we need to store. but as of now only the last name is a compulsory. If you not maintain this, the system not allow you to go further. Okay, now I will go to the second very important tab, that is called log on tab. Okay, again here, see, I told you alias, you can see there, right there. When I was try to create the user, you can see alias. Here also you can see the alias. Okay, you can select this anything else. For example, here you can take some kind of alias, you can assign. Okay, this one user type I will explain you tomorrow. Okay, I will explain tomorrow because it will take a lot of time, and you need to understand this user type. If you not understand, it's very difficult to understand the user administration part. Okay, because these are the user type. What kind of user type you are going to maintain? Not only humans, sometimes we are like systems, some servers also we are going to maintain as a as user. Okay, so I'll explain tomorrow this in detail with example. Okay, now very important is, you can see here, you can set a new path. This is a mandatory. Okay, you have to give the mandate. This is a mandatory one. If you are not give any dummy password to the user, you cannot go further. Okay, so here again you can see two password. One is, see, you can deactivate the password. Okay, otherwise another is you can generate a new password. You see, for example, if I put here welcome, any password, like for example welcome, sorry, the caps is on. Okay, welcome I put, so I can manually I can put welcome, and I will give a repeat password as the same. Okay, this is a one more method. One more method is, I can generate, the system will generate a new password. Okay, system generate the new password. This is also I can maintain. Okay, see, when I click this generator, the system generated what? This password. Okay, this is the password the system maintained. That's the reason you can maintain manually, or else you can generate the password. So what I will do, I will maintain manually welcome. I'll put welcome. Okay, then I'll put welcome, repeat password. This is a mandatory, I have to put. Okay, now you have user group. This is a very important thing. User group in the sense, the user is belong to which group. Okay, for example, he's belong to Ariba, or he is belong to finance, or he is belong to like financial accounting GRP. Okay, or he is belong to only GRC AP. Then R is going to belong, the basis HR admin. Got my point? Okay, he is belong to India. He is belong to like, so you are segregating. For example, see, what we are doing is, we are creating the user group to identify. For example, see, if I created user group as, just a moment, user group as terminate employee. Okay, and if I assign any user to this group, it means that that user is belong to terminate group. Okay, suppose if I assign, see, sales, I created on sales group, then I assigned user to sales group. It means that all the user who are assigned to this sales group belong to sales group only. Got my point? So why we are giving user group? Because I want to, for reporting purpose. For reporting purpose I am doing this, because I suppose if I want how many employees are there who are belong to sales and marketing group, I can easily get from this sales group, right? So that's the reason, for reporting purpose we are using the user group. Okay, now valid from, for example, see, if I take today's date, okay, you can press, you can go to here, you can press this date, or else what you can do, you can simply press F4, it will pop up the date, then again press F2, it will select the date. Okay, suppose if I put any date here, for example, if I put this date, what it mean? This employee is valid from this date to this date. Got my point? This employee is validated from this date to this date. In the sense,
so based on the contract.
Yeah.
So based on the contract, based on the duration.
Yes, based on the, for example, see, if I am giving this date as 26, so this is a contract employee for 1 year. Okay, contract employee for 1 year. So after 1 year, what happens? The system automatically deactivates this user. He cannot be able to access. Okay. Now, so for example, what happened? For suppose if I am giving a lifelong kind of thing, so what we are using like that. Like example, like uh, 2050 like that we will use. Okay, some dates will use. Okay, why is hanging? The system is hanging, just a moment.
Okay.
Okay, like that I will put. Okay, what is account number? This is nothing but your employee number. Okay, this is your account number, employee number. So what is cost center?
I can't see that any mandatory field here under the logon data.
Yeah, see, in logon data only you can see the password is a mandatory.
I can see that's the
yeah,
red
in
mark.
address only the last name is a mandatory. In logon data only the password is a mandatory. That's it. Okay, got my point?
Yes, Muhammad.
Okay, the password specified must be identical. This is not identical. I'll just one more time I'll just maintain here. Welcome I put again, welcome. Okay, now enter. Okay, now initial password set by administrator. Okay, now this is your account number and this is your cost center. Do you know cost center? Did you anytime you ask to your wife, she will tell what is the cost center. Okay,
So
because
even, if you can work any project, so that goes to like one unique, so where that finance, where the monies will be coming.
Exactly. See, this is the cost center we are using for employees. Suppose if you maintain any cost center here, cost center number, this cost center is belong to employee expenses. It could be salary, reimbursement, whatever. Okay, so we maintain this cost center for accounting purpose. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to talk about SNC. SNC is nothing but secure network communication. Remember this, secure network communication. So we are using the SNC. I will show you this later how we are using. There is a format for that. I'll tell you the format later. Okay, tomorrow I'll tell. But why we are using SNC? Okay, did you heard about a single sign-on, Anil? Single sign-on.
Single sign-on. No, Muhammad.
Single sign-on. Single sign-on nothing but you are using only your username. You are not using password. You are using only username. You are not using password. So suppose there are some technical team, for example, basis. Some teams are there, especially basis, even some security camps also, or some your top level management. The top level management, they want some access to any kind of role, any kind of the T codes. Suppose if you are giving the SU01, okay, for example SU01 T code, whatever. See, this is the I'm talking about this one. Just a moment, I'll show you this. Suppose if I click here, this logon pad, see, they will, if your manager, top level manager, director, they want to log in only by using the user ID. They don't want to again remember password. They don't want to use password. So this is called single sign-on. They just want to log in the system by using username, not password. Because they have authorized, they want to, not only they want to log into 800, they want like 300, 700, 600 daily. So there's a reason they don't want to remember password. They just want a single sign-on. In the sense, they want only if they put like example Anil G here, they can log in easily. They don't want to put password. This is called a single sign-on. Okay, so here SNC we maintain. Okay, suppose if I maintain SNC, there is a format. I'll show you that. If you maintain SNC, so that employee can log in without password. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm going to tell about defaults. Okay, SNC the only this much only. Just a concept you need to remember. Now example is start. See, this is not important. See, this default data what we maintain is applicable to all the users. The default data which we are going to maintain here applicable to all the users. Is it common for all users? Common for all users. The best word is common for all users. For example, which language he is going to communicate, what is the decimal number, how you are going to use, what is the date format he is going to use, what is the time format he is going to use. Okay, what is the output? I mean, what is the device he is using for output? Okay, what is the device he is using for output? For example, if I want to get a printout, which printer is he assigned to me? Okay, which printer is assigned to me? For example, any printer. For example, I'll just take anyone like okay, I'll take this one. So this printer is assigned to this person. So he can do print now, okay, delete after output. You can set it this one. So these information is common for all the users. Even time zone. See here, you can maintain IST, CET, CAT. See this is a kind of the time zone also you can maintain. Okay, this is like common for every user, but it is different from one user to one user if he is working in another country or another area like that. Okay. Now what I will do now, this is the default. Just remember, these are the data common for all the users. And SNC without password in single sign-on we are using SNC. I'll tell you the format how we are going to use. So logon data is a very important. So tomorrow I'll explain about the user type. Now I'll go to the parameters. Okay, parameter I'll explain later. Now role. For example, see for this role, for this user, what kind of role I'm going to assign. Example like VA01 is there, or VA02 is there. I told you SU01 is there. So if you give access here, he can access the roles. He can access the role, right? So I will assign the role here. Well, what kind of roles I can assign? For example, I'll take here any role. I will just take on any role. See, these are the roles. I'll tell you, these are also some naming convention we follow and we created. For example, see, if I give one role kind of like example, welcome to NWBC. I'll just not NWBC, just a moment. I'll give anyone. Just a moment. Any role here. SAP all. SAP all is or no? Okay, anyone like any. As of now, what I will do, I'll just not assign any role here. So, for example, if I assign this SAP SRM administrator, so this role will be assigned to that guy. Okay, I'll show this in role administration. Okay, as of now, I'll not create a role. Okay, one more thing is you can see profiles are there. Profiles. So what is the meaning that? See, if you create the roles, the corresponding profile will be assigned to that person. Okay. Whenever you are assigning the roles to this guy, this user, the corresponding profile will assign to this user. Example, if I assign any role here, okay, for example, I'll assign on dummy role, okay, just see here, example, display something like display customization, something like process inbound. I'll just assign one more one like any one randomly I'll take any role, okay, I'll just randomly I'll assign. Okay, now I'll enter. Now if I go here, I could not see the profile here. Okay, but what, see, because they are not done the configuration for this role. See, if I assign any role here, the correspondence profile should be assigned here. So if I assign this role here and if the profile is not coming, even I cannot access this role. Got my point? If I assign role here, but the profile is not generated for this role, I cannot access that role. The user cannot access that role because the profile is not generated. Okay. Now you can see here the start date and date. There also you can see here, right? You can see the date here. Sorry. The date here, valid from validate. What is the difference between this date and this date? Do you know? Start date and date. See, this role is the start date and end date. The valid of this role. For example, if I mention this date, for example, this date, see, he can access this role till this date, 12th of September. That's it. He cannot use this role after 12. Got my point? Yeah. This is the one. Now this is a profile. This is corresponding to this one. You will come to know like in role administration. Okay. Now I'll go to the groups. Groups in the sense I told you. Here also we maintain the groups. Okay. User group. Okay. Here also we maintain the groups. This user is belong to which group? For example, see, the difference is what? Here I can assign only one group, right? Even I can assign only one group, but here I can assign multiple group. If, see, your manager belong to two project, example, the sales group as well as the finance, then I can assign here that user finance and sales here. Got my point? So you see, they will ask in interview. You can find out the sales group in address tab as well as in group tab. So what is the difference? Okay, remember this point. See here I can assign only one user group. Okay, but if the user is belong to multiple groups, you can assign here. Okay, you have to leave here. You should not maintain any data here, user group, but you have to maintain here. Okay, multiple group you can assign. For example, I'll show you. Example, say this one is belong to something like security admin group. Okay, I'll just check it. Then also basis admin group and BTT sales, and again Cisco sales. Example, if I want to assign this role, see this user Anil G is belong to these groups. Okay, but this one I cannot do here. I cannot here, right? I can assign only one user group, but I can assign here multiple user group if the user is belong to multiple groups. Okay, now leave the personalization, leave the person, that nothing else there, and this is the license data. For example, if I have license, SAP license, that license name I need to maintain here. Okay, that's it. Now I'll just save the what? I'll save the Anil user. Anil is saved, created. Okay, now what I will do, I'll go to the logon page. I'll go to the login page. Then I'll use Anil now. Anil G. So what happened? Okay, what password I need to give? I need to give the dummy password. Welcome, because this is the password given by your administrator, right? Now, but when you enter, it will ask you to change your password, because I have given as an admin, I given you the dummy password. Now you have to use another password. For example, what I will use here, SAP 8123. Again SAP 8123. Now enter. So it will ask you again, give the continue, just put the continue. Now one user is, now see who is the user, Anil G. Okay, now you created and you have the access, because see here it show these are the groups, these are the roles. Okay, the roles, sorry, these are the roles. So now what I will do, as you see in, there is a no profile is created, right? Now I'll go to any T code. For example, like SU01 I want to access. What will come? You are not authorized to use transaction code SU01, because I not assigned the role SU01. Got my point? Suppose if I go to VS01 to create a sales order, again you are not authorized to use transaction VS01. Got my point? Okay, now what I will do, I just log out from your system, I log out your account. Then what I will do, see here, I'll go to chain now. Okay, I'll go to chain. Before that, what I will do, so our user is, who is user GRC user 2, right? I'll go to chain mode. Now I'll just copy this role. What is the role? SAP J2EE admin. And what is the profile? The profile is SAP all and SAP underscore all and SAP underscore new. Because of this role and because of this profile, he is become admin. The user GRC user is become admin. Got my point? Okay. Now I'm going to assign this role and this profile to your profile. Okay. Okay. What I will do? This is what SAP underscore J2EE. Remember this, SAP underscore J2EE underscore admin. And profile, sometimes if the profiles are not coming, manually will put SAP underscore all and new. Okay, now what I will do, I'll again log into, okay, I'll go back, I'll use Anil G here, Anil G. Okay, now I'll go to chain mode, I'll go to roles. Okay, now I'll remove this. How I can remove? Just select this. Here you can see the delete button. Okay, now I'll put the role. So what is the role? Example, if I want to find, you can use this one. Okay, here what is that? SAP underscore J2 something like J2E. Okay, what I will do, I'll just see here. One more thing I'll show you. Whenever you are going here to find out, you can see the numbers. It will show only maximum 500 entries. That's it. That's why you remove this one and then search. It will show all the entries, all the roles created. Okay, so where is the role? SAP J2 something like that. I'm going to assign this role IJ system. Okay, I'll do one thing. Search here SAP underscore J2 J2EE. So here you can see this is the role, right? I'm going to assign this role. I'm going to assign this. Now I'll enter. So I'll see whether the profile is assigned or not. So the profile is not assigned, but it should be assigned. Something going wrong. So what I will do, manually I'll put SAP underscore all. Okay, then SAP underscore new. I'll enter. See, the profiles are assigned. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll save your user. Now what I will do, I'll go to Anil. Again, I'm going to log in as Anil. So Anil G. And then what is my password? SAP at 123, right? I change the password. Now I can log in. Now you see, can you access now? You can access now. Right? Can you access? Because you now you become admin /NVA01. Clear? Now /NVA02. You can access because you are the admin. Okay, now what I will show again, I'll just log off this. I'll log off. Who is that? Anil. Okay, I'll just log off. Okay, otherwise I'll just put it here like. Okay, now what I will do, I'll go here, I'll again change. Then in role, this is assigned, right? I will remove this profile. I'll remove this, press Control and delete this profile. Now save. So what happened here? You can see the role is assigned, but corresponding profile is not assigned, not generated. Okay. So what happened? If I do so, what happened? I will go to Anil. This is Anil, right? You can see here. User is Anil. Okay. Now I will go here. What I will do? /n SU01. What happened? You are not authorized to use transition SU01. Earlier you can, right? Okay. Now /n VA01. No, you cannot. It means what? See, sometimes they will ask you a question. You assign the role, but the user is not able to access. So what is the reason? So you can say the role is assigned to the user, but correspondence profiles are not generated. That's the reason.
Profile is not generated.
Yeah, profiles are not generated.
Profile is not generated.
Yeah, profiles are not generated. Okay, clear, Anil? Clear, Syed?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'll show one document. Okay, whatever we discussed, I'll just go through that. So as we discussed, a new user account creation I can do, modify I can do, display. Okay, I'll show one more this thing. Now you have seen what you have seen. Okay, this is Anil, right? I'll just log off this. Otherwise I'll keep it, no problem. I'll go to admin. So he is the admin. See here, GS user. Now I'll go to, now you see, you already seen how to create a user, how to change a user. I want to see only display, because see, this one you can give access to anyone. If you go to this spec kind of thing, you can just see the information. You cannot change. The system not allowing you to change the information. You can see the change. You can see the details, SNC, parameter, role, profile. You can see, but you cannot see. You cannot change. You cannot modify. For example, when you are giving this kind of authorization, suppose see, you can giving to for the ABAPus. Okay, they want to see why he cannot. What are the details of the user? ABAPus basis consultant you can give. Okay, some top level management you can give to see what exactly going on for your like TL team leader. Okay, so for those people you are giving this kind of access, like only display. Okay, now this is delete. I don't want to. If you delete, whenever you are practicing, try to delete. You delete, you can see it will be deleted from the database. Now about copy, I want to create another user, like example Sunil G. Now I'll create Syed G. Okay, now I want to create this one. What I will do, I use copy. So what happened? See here, from Syed to, from I want to create from Anil G to Syed G.
Okay.
Right?
All the roles will be copied from Anil G to Syed G.
Except what? Except address data. Address, because your address and his address is different, right?
That will be unique. Yeah.
But default user parameter reference rows. Okay. Suppose see, if you have option, I don't want to copy this user, you can uncheck. You have option. Suppose see, the roles are different, okay, uncheck. It will not copy the roles. Got my point? If you see, if you
like default one, so those we can select.
Yeah, even if you want, okay, suppose the Anil G and Syed G, there are two brothers residing in the same flat, same everything, address also same, you can maintain address data also. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, what I'll do, I'll just do what? Copy. So what happens here? See here, address is different because I didn't check the address, right? That's why it's not copied. Okay, last name is what? Syed. I can change here. What example like Syed Ji? I'll put the same name. Now I will go to the logon. Again, I need to put the this thing because here, did you see any kind of test here? Password status? No status, right? See, I'll give one. Welcome. I'll give one password. Again, I'll give one password. Welcome. See, if I enter, see here, what is the password status? Initial password set by administrator, right? So in the sense, now you set the password. So see, this is also copied, right? This is also copied. This is also copied. If you go to SNC, we not maintain anything, but it will copy. See default. See default. Everything is copied. Okay. If you going to the roles also copied. If you are going to the profiles, there is a no profile. That's why you cannot see the profiles here. Okay. Groups also see the multiple groups we assigned. This is also copied. So got my point. How we are using the what? We are using the copy. Okay. Now this one I will show you tomorrow because this is one more concept called terminating the how to terminate the employee. How to terminate the employee, I will show you tomorrow. Okay. The last but not the least. Okay, we are going to change what? Anil G is there.
Yeah. Just a second. One. Oh, sure.
Syed, are you clear, Syed?
Yeah, I'm clear, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. Now what happened? Syed ID we created, right? Now Syed is unable to log in. I want to change the password. Or suppose he already the 3 months is gone. Now he want to change the password. He cannot be able to log in. So what I can do? I can directly go into the change mode. I can go to the logon data. I can set the password here. Right? I can set the password to him again. But another option is, okay, I can do it here only. Okay, this password. For example, say I'll put here like India 123, again India 123. Okay, now enter. Now your password has been, see here, the password was changed. So now when I'm going to log off the system, for example, I'm going to log in again, Syed G, sorry, okay, correct. Now what is the password? India 123.
India 123.
So what happens? Oh, we set the password, right?
Correct.
Okay, did I put any mistake here? Name and all? Okay, just a moment.
Repeat logon. I think we created already.
Just a moment. I think I'll just go to change logon. Initial password is set by administrator. No, this is not required. I'll go here again. I'll change here.
SAP @123.
So that is a different one. See, okay, I'll do one thing. Again, I'll put INDIA 123. Simple. Oh, sorry. What I'll do? INDIA @123. Again, INDIA @123. This is my password set by your administrator. Okay. Now I'm going to log in as a Syed. Syed G. So this is the spelling. No, right?
Yes, by ED Syed.
No. Which user I have created here? That is important. Just a
Okay.
moment. Okay, here SYEDJ.
Yes, by ED.
This one I need to maintain. That's the reason I'm getting error, I guess. Okay, anyhow. So this is I copied here. Okay, now which password I need to put? India @123. Now see, he can change the password. So what I will do, I'll change the password. This is because I set the password SAP at 123. This is the password setting by the Syed. Now enter. So now he can use this as a enter, because now you go here and you can see the Syed is logged in. Okay, now I'll just go through the document whatever we discussed now. So see, to create a new user creation, we need to follow the naming convention. Suppose the candidate name is, first name is Muhammad and second name is last name Mustafa, then email ID is this one, the ey.com, like that. Based on this credential we can create a user in the system. For example, like how M Mustafa or Mustafa M or MD Mustafa, like that. So your client will tell how to maintain the naming convention, how you need to maintain the name, username. So based on the project we need to create naming convention, but we cannot create as per our requirement. You cannot create like that. Always follow project or company instruction to create the username. Okay, now we already discussed this one. Okay, so this is all the document are given. Creating the new user, you have to go here and create the user. So user record screen get open, so you can see the address tab, logon tab, SNC and all. Okay, these are all step by step I provided this thing. So each tabs are a collection of records, and every tab contain fields and field values. Okay, so mandatory field is address tab is last name, and second tab user logon data. In user logon data, the mandatory tab is password. Okay, so password, whenever we are maintaining the password, okay, it's a mandatory field. The password length should be minimum 6 character, 40 is the maximum character. Okay, now you have two options. You can deactivate the password. See here, you can see here, you can deactivate or you can generate. This is a deactivation. This one is a deactivation. This is a generation. New password generate. Suppose we given here India at 123 or welcome, right? So if you are not giving this kind of thing, you can generate. The system will generate and give a new password to you. Then you need to share that password to your user. Okay, so you can deactivate the password or you can generate the password. So user group is what? User group is identification purpose. For example, your employees become to FICO, SD, MM, PP, whatever. Okay, these groups are created by security consultant at the time of implementation. It is one time creation. Okay, this is our task. Okay, so validity periods. Okay, validity period example, like we have full validity period for permanent employee and limited validity period for contract employee. So account number is what? For employee number, and user type is for 5 types of user. Tomorrow I'll discuss about this 5 types of user. Okay. Anything Anil, do you have any questions? It's simple one here, very simple. Syed, did you got SU01 as you clear?
Yes, I clear.
Okay.
Yeah. Muhammad? So now, this is like the user admin, right?
This is a user,
but
user admin,
yeah. Okay, but so how exactly? So we're gonna receive the data for that person. Is it through any ticket or like so through emails?
Exactly. Yeah, I'll show you tomorrow that form. I will show you. Okay, how you are getting the tickets. I mean, how you are getting the usually what happened, your top level management, I mean your team leader, your your client, they will send you a form whenever whenever the employee joining your organization, he will fill the form. That form will be approved by your manager or your team leader or your HR. That form they are attaching in the mail and they are sending that form to you.
Okay. So based on that, we can give the top information.
Tomorrow actually, tomorrow I'll show that form, and as well as I will show you like the user type. This is a very important this thing. This is user type. Dialog, system, communication, reference service. I will show you. I will explain this one, and also I will explain. I'll tell you about SNC format. This is a format you are going to follow. I'll also tell this one. Okay. Then I'll show you how the tickets are coming, how the emails are coming, what are the documents, how the form is looking like that. Okay. So tomorrow I'll show this. Okay, and also tomorrow I'll share you Hindi videos. Today is not possible for me. So tomorrow I'll send it to morning itself, like early morning. As per IST, I'll send you. So whenever you get the email, you just just download it in your laptop or PC. Then start going through that, because you are going to till then we cover the sessions. You just go through the videos. Okay.
Yeah.
And one more update I want to give. See, the English videos I cannot download from the shared drive. what in from our company. So meanwhile, use the Hindi or Urdu videos, whatever I'm having right now. Okay, then update yourself as much as fast you can. Then meanwhile we'll go like tomorrow onwards. I will take session at 11. Okay.
Okay, but
Okay.
so tomorrow 11, right?
Yeah,
IST.
11 or 12, 11, 11:30 or 12. Okay, but
Okay.
I'll maintain this 11 or 11:30, 12. But I'll update you the exact time. Okay.
Okay. I will be available anyway, but from 11.
Yeah. Meanwhile, so early morning, I'll send you Hindi videos, Anil. How many videos I should send you, Anil? How many videos?
Okay. Okay, you can do one thing, by you can share it all the course details. Why? Because I'm planning to complete at least 3 to 4 videos per day. Anyway, I'm free now. No? I want to utilize this time. So maybe